Hello guys, it's Carly from the Poetry of Nice, and I am back with another video sharing with you this time 10 items that sold in under 48 hours of being listed on the Poshmark app. So I have been sharing some different numbers with you, like 10 most profitable items and other things like that, but this particular video, these aren't the best profits in the world. They're very sort of standard, some of them very bread and butter, sort of $10 and up profit, but like I said, everything here has sold in less than 2 days of being listed. So I wanted to share with you what is flipping really quick for me right now in the marketplace. So I'm going to take you through one by one. I'll let you know where I picked the item up, how much I paid for it originally, what my profit was, and of course you can just go ahead and assume that it sold in less than 2 days. First item is going to be this torrid strapless dress. This was a size 20 and I picked this up at a yard sale for $2. And so it sold for $24 there, and so that would have been a profit of $17.20. I almost always pick up Torrid if it's good and cheap, and it is one of the bigger sizes, sort of really 1 and up because they have vanity sizing, so 1 equates to a 1X, but I don't usually go for like their zeros or like their kind of mediums or size 10 or something like that, for example, just because its following does tend to be more of a plus size following, if that makes sense. And this was also the older tag as well. The newer tag is black and white and just without the cursive, but it was such a nice kind of staple piece, if you like, very classic, and like I said, a good size and a good price, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Right, next is Harley Davidson. This was actually from the very same yard sale as the Torrid dress, and so I paid $2 for this as well. This also sold obviously in under 2 days, and it sold for $20, so I paid $2, so that gives me a profit of $14. Unfortunately, the tag was cut out, but obviously it's a Harley Davidson, and it had some of the inside like RN number and stuff to go by as well. Next is Under Armour. This is my, I think, lowest profit item of this particular video, but like I said, nice quick flip. I paid $2 for these shorts at a rummage sale. They were men's Under Armour, just like black athletic Bermuda golf shorts I have here, size 38, and they sold for $15. Now they sold for $15 because unfortunately I missed a flaw when I picked them up. Hopefully you can see here in this last photo, there were just some marks, like little bleach marks that just wouldn't come out, and I missed those when I was at the rummage sale, so I had to price them low. I think I priced them at 18 perhaps, and someone offered me 15 just to basically make way for that, so that would be a profit of 10. Now bear in mind with these items, occasionally if I send out offers to likers and things, I may end up giving a shipping discount. Usually on the lower price like this I wouldn't, but just bear in mind there might be $1 or $2 coming off as well to bear, you know, make up for that, just to be completely transparent. Okay, next, I loved this piece, and I paid $2 for this at a yard sale, again, different yard sale this time, and I love the fact that it was really long, had that kind of kimono style look with this waterfall front, super boho, just gorgeous, and it sold for $27 again, super quickly. That was the best offer as well, and so that's a profit of $19.60. Next is this Altered State dress. Again, picky with Altered State, but so pretty. I loved that print, and I loved like the detail at the neckline. You can kind of see here there's all this cool cutout detail, again very boho, but could almost be like a little bit formal or something, and a huge split up the side. Paid $2 at the yard sale, sold for $20 really quickly, and a $14 profit right there. Next is this Lilly Pulitzer skirt. I paid $1 for this, and unfortunately, again, it did have some wear, so I priced it a little bit low. I priced it at $25, and someone offered me $20 almost immediately. You can kind of see here on the drawstring, there's just some pulling and some wear there. Not super visible and didn't make a difference to how it sort of tied up and how it would fit, but it was still wear at the end of the day, and it was an older Lilly Pulitzer piece as well. That was the older tag that you saw there. So paid $1. Someone bought it for $20. Obviously Poshmark, they pay shipping, and so that is a profit of $15. Next are these Salvatore Ferragamo shoes. I was so surprised by how quickly these sold. Really shocked me because they were a size 9 AAAA. So really narrow, very specific size. But yeah, they sold really quickly and they had really good reviews. So there we go. And paid $3 for these at a thrift store, and they sold for the $50 you see here. So that is a profit of $37. Next, Ann Taylor sweater. So I only picked this up because it was a cashmere blend. I don't usually pick up a lot of Ann Taylor. And I picked it up at a thrift store for $2. Again, so really just because of that particular fabric content. And I was very surprised when it sold quickly, because I'm going to tell you now, not all Ann Taylor does that for me. So just bear that in mind, but this piece for whatever reason did. So maybe it's making a comeback, who knows. I have sold quite a few pieces actually recently, so maybe it is making a comeback. I'm not sure. So $2 sold for $18. That is a profit of $12.40. Again, not the biggest profits in the world, but if you can replicate that over and over really, really quickly, you're laughing, really, aren't you? Like that's what we all kind of hope for as resellers, I think, as well as making those, you know, big sort of treasure finds that get us hundreds of dollars at once, but you know what I mean. Okay, Aloe. So this is a yoga brand. You can see the brand here on the cuff. Such a nice hooded sweatshirt. It was all like fleece, like Sherpa lined almost. So cool. But unfortunately it had a bunch of pilling on it, and again I didn't really notice because this rummage sale was like underground. It was like in a little kind of like church, I don't know what, cave if you like. So I didn't see any of the pilling unfortunately until I got home, and so I decided to list it for just $20. Otherwise they were going for like 30 or so, 30 to 35, and it sold within like 5 minutes. I mean, this thing flew off the shelf. I paid 75 cents at the rummage sale, so I was happy to list at 20, and that's a profit of $15.25. And the last item is this pair of Lululemon Speed Up running shorts. These were actually donated to me by a fellow lovely reseller back when all the Great and Pleasant started, so that I had extra inventory, which was such a huge blessing. And these sold super quickly as well, like I said, under 48 hours. I listed them at 35, I think. Someone offered me 30, and I went ahead and accepted, so that would be a profit of $24. All right, you guys, let me know what you thought of this video. Do you like this kind of content where I share with you recent sort of top 10s of what's selling for a lot of money or what's selling quickly, all that kind of stuff? Because if you do, I'll make sure to keep putting them out there if you find them useful or helpful to you in your reselling endeavors. All right, you guys, let me know down in the comments what your fastest flips recently have been, or what you always pick up because you just know that it is gonna sell quickly. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye, you guys.